set here. There we go. All right, and we are live with Shane, Brandon, and myself, Robert, here for what is going to be a sad show of Football After Hours, because we are previewing the two worst divisions in football today with the NFC and AFC South. So, here's my proposal. I have a proposal for you guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe we should give any of these teams the satisfaction, yes, I said satisfaction, of doing this the way we normally do with X Factor players. And I just don't think it's necessary, minus maybe the Buccaneers, but that's like the only team I genuinely care about on this list.
Yeah.
Instead, can we just talk about how for what feels like years, decades, hell, feels like centuries, these two divisions, particularly the AFC South, have been abysmal, to say the least. Because I think that's probably the better way to approach this conversation, because I'll be honest, I think if we talk about these two divisions for like an hour and a half, we're going to bore ourselves to death because these divisions suck. So who would like to give us, I guess, an obituary on why these two divisions have been terrible for all of our lives, particularly the AFC side. NFC side, not as much, but AFC side, yes, very much so.
Well, even the NFC side, I mean, for a while it was just pretty much the Saints. And then, every once in a while one of those teams would be good. Like the Panthers had their 1 year, Falcons had their 1 year. Tampa, they're kind of like the New Orleans, if you will, for the last few years now. It's I have a theory. I don't know how much sense it's going to make, but I'm going to say it anyways. The South as a whole in the United States is so much more focused on college and even high school football that I feel like NFL gets a little, not neglected, but it's just, it's like there's just not the same drive behind it, which you might think, okay, well, what does that have to do with the NFL? Well, it makes it so that, wealthy people down there don't want to own teams, or this because they're busy donating to Texas and Bama and LSU and all, and as we know, bad ownership results in a bad team. So, it's kind of, I think that's part of it. It's also a little bit of the fact that a lot of the teams in the South divisions happen to also be very new.
2002 Houston Texans.
Right. And
that's still fairly new, all things considered.
Yeah, and Carolina is a newer team. So it's just, they just don't have that kind of history and pedigree that a lot of the, like the Chicagos and the Green Bays and the New Yorks and Phillies have, So it's just, I think it's a combination of those things and also just kind of a coincidence, if I'm being honest, that they just, can't get it together. So, yeah.
I mean, Brandon, it feels like it's been our whole lives, plus that these two divisions have been atrocious beyond belief.
I mean, it's always been one team. I mean, it feels like for most of our lives, always like Shane was saying, it's like most of these teams that we talk about in these divisions, like it's always one team that goes on a run for like 5-6 years in a row. If that, whether that was the Saints with Drew Brees, but or the Colts had Peyton Manning, and it was every year winning the division. But it's like that also just speaks to the fact that it's like it's really not hard to win these divisions if you're the team that has one good quarterback. Like, what does the AFC South have? C.J. Stroud. Everything else, trash. What does the NFC South have? Baker Mayfield. What else? Trash. Like, so it's
Trash or young players?
I
They're incredibly young.
I don't think Michael Penix is that good. I think he can be good. I don't think he can be like great.
Yeah, and then we have the rookie Cam Ward here too. So
I don't think Atlanta's coaching staff is doing Penix any favors, but
yeah,
that's the thing. Do you guys like any of these coaching staffs? Probably Houston, and that's it. Do we like Jacksonville with Liam Cohen, Indy, Shane Steichen, a little bit maybe, but not really.
I like Shane Steichen. I mean, I like Shane Steichen as a play caller, but not as
he's not a head coach
guy, right? Yeah.
Carolina, I guess jury's still out on Dave Canales. New Orleans defense, yikes.
Todd Bowles has his moments. I guess.
We're not big fans of him either. Atlanta, I guess it's Atlanta.
You know what the Colts have to do? The Colts
Atlanta's a bottom 5 coaching staff in the NFL.
Oh, we know that. But you know what the Colts have to do? Stop taking the Eagles offensive coordinators and thinking that's going to be a good head coach for you. Stop. because they
and vice versa.
Honestly, yeah.
They did it with Frank Reich. Didn't work. They're doing it with Shane Steichen. It's not working. So stop doing that. Like, well, you know what's funny? Indy and like Philly have a strange there's always a pipeline between the two teams. Like, so it's always weird the last like 20 years between them. But like,
and Kansas City a little bit just because of Andy Reid.
Yeah.
But that one actually works.
Yeah.
Because Andy's great in both places.
And Green Bay a little bit.
A little, yeah.
Well, like Kansas City,
Holmgren,
But it's like Kansas City, right? Kansas City always has they've had the pedigree. Like these teams don't have that pedigree, at least not right now, or they haven't for a while. Like Kansas City was always a team that was like before Patrick Mahomes. Hey, we can get there. Hey, we've won a ring, but that was a long time ago. But we're always a playoff team. Like these teams are not always playoff teams. So it's and for a large part of history, they're not playoff teams. But I don't understand why. And this goes back to the whole bad ownership, and then that starts at the top, because you look at all these teams. Like, what GMs can you look at here and say you really like what they do?
Didn't all of these GMs, or pretty much all of them, get drafted super low in our GM draft at our previous spot this year? I think they did.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, I mean, the big problem too is so many of them are new.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, I think what's Tampa's general manager?
Why am I tripping?
I can never remember his name.
I can see his face.
Anyways, I think he's decent, but otherwise, it's just a whole lot of.
I love that thing that pops up for Tampa Bay GM is Tampa Bay General Motors dealerships. That says a lot. Jason Light, who's been pretty good.
Jason Light, yeah.
He's also been with the team forever, so.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this too. I was also thinking about this too. Are you guys actually interested in watching or talking about almost any of let's just say watching, like just watching any of these teams this year?
The Bucks. That's like it.
Yeah,
that's pretty much Bucks,
it. Well, actually, okay, no, hold on. I am curious about. I'm curious as to what New Orleans will look like with a rookie head coach.
They don't have a quarterback. We're going to start. Looks like they're going to start. Whoever their guy is right now.
Tyler Shaw.
No, they're not the other guy.
Or
Rattler?
Spencer Rattler. Yeah, he's had the better camp. Are they really
going to start him?
Yeah, he's had the better camp so far. It looks like they're going to start him.
The last few weeks. Personally, I would start Jake Haener.
He's familiar with the team.
Yeah, he's been with the team forever.
Plus, I'm a little biased because he was with UW for a little bit, but
so far Rattler's been the best player.
Although Haener is recovering from cancer right now, isn't he?
Is he?
I think he recovered. I hope he recovered.
I thought he did.
I think he played. He played over the weekend.
Okay, that's good.
I think so.
But yeah. No, I mean, with New Orleans, it's like somebody was asking me the other day, how do you think their season's going to go? And I said, this is how their season's going to go. with the number 1 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select,
blah blah blah,
whoever.
the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
Arch Manning. No, not
probably
Manning.
maybe. But Manning's
he's
probably
gonna
going to
stay.
stay another year. I would.
Drew Aller, Penn State.
Oh Jesus. Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see, but
Yeah, the quarterback market always changes. I'm trying to think like what like low end teams am I more interested in watching?
Okay,
than
then
this division.
Yeah,
I'm more interested in watching the Raiders than anything in this division. The Jets?
You have Genty there.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
The Jets are. I want to see Justin Fields.
I don't. I've seen Justin Fields. I know what he is.
I would say the Bears because of their potential.
I mean, yeah, but I think everyone's excited about the Bears. Are you more excited to watch the Browns than any of these teams, other than Tampa Bay, excluding Tampa Bay?
No, probably not.
No.
I think the Jags could be interesting. Not interesting, but like just to see what Travis Hunter does and to see what it's like with Liam Cohen. I don't see Liam Cohen as a head coach. I mean, I've made the joke before.
That presser was bad.
He looks like the dentist from Rudolph. Like, it's, you tell that guy to get in front of a room full of 90 dudes, which it'll be 53 eventually, but 90 guys that are like, macho alpha men, and say, okay, lead them, and you're up there, hi guys, I'm Duval. It's like, come on. How's he gonna buy the room? He's not.
I think part of it was that they were so late in hiring a head coach. Like Cohen basically had to get out of his OC contract, which is the richest OC contract in NFL history at the time, to join the Jags because he was like, okay, it's a head coaching opportunity, whatever. But I think Pete Carroll interviewed and maybe a couple more. I don't remember exactly who. It's been a while, but like it wasn't many coaches or potential coaches that were interested in the job, and part of that is Lawrence, because I don't think they feel like it's hit his ceiling possibly, which I think is a fair assessment. So I mean, I don't know. In
other words, he's a bust.
Feels like it. Well, but again, who wants to coach Jacksonville? I think almost any coaching job, even the Raiders, was a better destination than Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Not wrong.
I mean, at the time, I would have, before the Raiders got, Geno Smith and some of these other free agents that Pete Carroll brought in, then Jacksonville would have been a more appealing job, I think, at the time. But now it's like,
not even close.
No, because I mean, with Jacksonville, I like their D line. I like Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr., their receivers. Other than that, this is like wet, sloppy dog food. I mean, I don't know.
The running back room is going to be weird. Etienne, Bigsby, Tunin. I apologize if I get his name wrong. He's been really good in the preseason as well. So that running back room, I don't know what that's going to look like.
Can someone explain to me what the hell happened to Travis Etienne? Like,
I don't know. I just don't think they trusted him. I think they just trusted Bigsby a lot.
Like why he fell off a cliff?
I'm just saying, I called it from the beginning. They reached on him in the first round because Trevor Lawrence wanted to get his guy from Clemson, and I was like, he's not a first-round talent. But, to me, it was kind of like when Kansas City drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like in 2020 or whatever that was.
Yeah.
In the first round. It was like, what? And then, so.
Where is he now? Is he still in New Orleans?
He went to New Orleans?
Yeah.
But why does Jacksonville do this lately? Like they did the same thing with James Robinson. He had one good year, and then they just strayed away from him. Like,
it's because It's because this is the difference between bad organizations and good organizations. The bad ones will build from the outside in, whereas getting skill guys like receivers and running backs, and hey, I love receivers and running backs, but the good organizations like your Phillies, your Detroits, your Baltimores, whoever, they build from the inside out. They know that the trenches is where things get done. That's what matters most.
Mm-hmm.
And and I mean, look at Cincinnati a few years ago. They picked up Jamar Chase. Okay, great, but like that's still a bottom 5 offensive line. Burrow has no time to throw. Like they were great with when the receiving room was T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. I mean, imagine if they had like Penei Sewell on top of that,
who's been an absolute stud in Detroit as well.
Yeah, because he was available there when they picked. So, I mean, if you ask them, they probably don't regret taking Jamar Chase, but like,
they regret not paying him. That's the bigger issue. But we always talk about Cincinnati. When we get to Cincinnati, we'll talk about it. But like, yikes!
Yeah, the Seattle Mariners of the NFL. Anyways, well, should we get into like each team individually instead of just kind of meandering around the league?
Well, the thing is, okay. So here's the thing, right? It's like, with the let's okay, fine. We can just speed run team by team, I guess,
and just give what we think their record will be. Yeah, basically,
or some. You guys want me to do over unders for these?
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, Brandon, do you want to start with the Texans?
Yeah.
While I find this, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's hard for me. Like when I sent you guys the quarterback pyramid, right? And you see like CJ Stroud's kind of hovering in like that 3rd, 4th tier.
Yeah, that Bill Simmons did on the Ringer. Yeah.
So it's like, we don't know what we're gonna get because really since his rookie it's just gone downhill since his rookie year. And, I mean, a part of that is not him, but I mean, you still gotta make do with what you got, and he still has not looked really good. I mean, last year was a complete misfire altogether. Compared to it's funny because Houston actually had a better record last year than they did in 2023. But
the bigger thing with that is like, how much do you do with like, okay, it's a sophomore slump. Like the bigger concern for me would be what happens this year.
Yeah,
but it's like,
this year is going to tell me a lot about him. Like that's why I was saying that. Thank God the AFC South, it doesn't have another quarterback that can be like how can play up to their potential, or like to play up to his potential, because he's the best quarterback in that division by far. It's just that, are you going to get 23 rookie CJ Stroud, or are you going to get last year CJ Stroud? Which one are you really gonna it's going to be a mixed bag. I mean, on top of that, he doesn't have, there's no more Stephon Diggs there. I mean, but Diggs didn't do a whole lot there. Tank
he only played like a third of the year.
Yeah. Tank Dell's always hurt.
Their whole receiving core is
it's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. I mean, it's just Nico Collins and a bunch of other guys. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So and even Nico Collins struggles from time to time with a couple minor injuries throughout his career.
They did is they brought in Christian Kirk. That's it.
Oh, he's amazing.
Why does that guy continue to make money? He's not any good.
The Jags like semi overpaid for him.
Semi?
Well, yeah, semi because the wide receiver market got ballooned after that even more. So they actually saved it.
It was their fault.
Yeah, because they reset the market because they threw him a bag that a wide receiver like that Jamar Chase would get at that point in time.
I'm just saying that the market always changes, and at that point they were betting that the market was going to go nuts, so it ended up being semi-okay.
Yeah, but it's funny because they're the reason it changed.
Right. Because, I mean, at the time, he was the highest paid receiver in the NFL at the time.
by a lot too.
That was bad. Yeah, I'll say that part was bad. But after a while, it looked okay.
No, it didn't. Anyways,
but it is true they reset it. But like if you look at it now with Jamar Chase's money, for example, it's okay.
Like,
I mean, even then, he's still way overpaid. I would not pay a single receiver in the NFL right now more than $25 million a year.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Personally, but that's not where the market is. So
let's think about this though for a second. When looking at Houston's roster, who the hell? I mean, there's not even. I don't understand. I mean, like C.J. Stroud, got hit more than he got hit in his rookie year. He got hit a good bit, but I mean now.
And they traded their best tackle.
That's what I'm saying. Now there's no Laramie Tunsil. So, I mean,
this is a bottom 5 offensive line in the NFL.
Yes, yeah. He saved it. He saved it. And so trading away him makes no damn sense, especially because the guy was like a 4 or 5 time Pro Bowl or 4 time All Pro. Like the guy was on his way to has a Hall of Fame trajectory going on, and he's in the middle of his prime, and you trade him. I don't get it.
I don't think they get it either.
But then so then now
they made the deal.
But like now, right? It's okay. So we touched on like how their wide receiver core is a bunch of nothing and Nico Collins, right?
Defense looks a bit old. Defense looks old.
Oh, the defense is old. Yeah, it's old.
There's only like a few guys here.
But in this division, it's pretty solid defense.
Jesus.
Yeah, because this division's awful. But like,
yeah.
But like, okay, so it's like what? So you're banking on health from a lot of guys. You're banking you're banking on somehow the offensive line keeps C.J. Stroud upright because they don't have one. You're banking on Nick Chubb being healthy because he hasn't been healthy his entire career, the last 2 years.
And so when he's been healthy, he hasn't been good. Lately.
Lately, yeah. So that's a huge question mark. So then it's like, and you didn't need to get him because you have Joe Mixon. So like,
but he's hurt, isn't he?
Well, but still, even for missing 3 games, actually, he still had double-digit touchdowns. He was still over 1,000 yards.
And they still have Damian Pierce, so I really like. He just got smoked on depth chart.
Like there was no reason to get Nick Chubb. They didn't need that. That was like a luxury. They didn't need him. And the thing is, you could have poured those resources into probably bringing back Tunsil. But I'm looking at there's really not much I like here. I mean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson's not going to be healthy to start the season, so you already lost one of the big ticket guys you traded for in the offseason. I mean,
which that's another move I didn't understand because they already have 2 really solid safeties. So why do they bring in CJ?
Everything Houston's done so far does not make any sense this offseason. Their moves don't make any sense. You're actively seeking out ways to get worse. Like I don't know why.
Does the division drag them down? We're just like, we don't have to be like insanely good to win the division, so screw it.
I mean,
a little bit,
I guess. Like the defense is old, right? But Danielle Hunter is still a sack machine. The guy's a Hall of Famer. So like, Danielle Hunter would be fine, I guess, on defense. Their secondary.
It's not a terrible D line, but the secondary, it's like okay.
But their secondary, you're hoping they're healthy between Stingley, Petrie, Jimmy Ward. Like you're hoping those guys are healthy.
That's the thing. When healthy, this defense is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's just we don't know if they're gonna be because they've done a lot of it. Last year, their whole team basically died because it was like they all got injured. So it's like, if they're healthy, they what's the over under for their wins, Rob?
They are 9.5 wins.
Oh, healthy should be 10. Should be over. Healthy.
Yeah, I was going to say like 10.
It should.
Yeah,
it should
that's a good
over.
line. It's good. Yeah. Anything else to add on the Texans, Shane?
I mean, I think defensively they should be, at least on paper, should be fine. But on offense, I think they're just going to be anemic. I mean, no, seriously, like this is not great, but I mean, it should be, especially in this division, should be good enough to get them 10 wins and a playoff appearance, and then go from there, I guess. But, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think to your point about like, does being in a bad division sort of enable this? Yes, because I mean, we see it when there's one or two good teams in a division. The other teams in the division, they start taking bigger swings, and I mean, look at the Chargers. They messed around for years with Anthony Lynn and Brandon Staley and all these stupid head coaches. And then finally, okay, the rest of the AFC West, you get Andy Reid and Mahomes, they're winning Super Bowls. And then, the Broncos get Sean Payton, they're picking up some steam. So then finally, the Chargers are like, oh, maybe we should actually, get a real head coach and start making moves. That kind of thing. And same with the Raiders, whereas if it's in the NFC South, it's like, in any other, I mean, Todd Bowles is probably the best head coach in the NFC South. In any other division, he's the third or fourth best head coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for them, it's like, yeah, we could do better, but like, he's good enough for what we need to do. Like,
the AFC South, the Texans have the best head coach. Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, I don't think he's like, a top 10 coach or anything. I mean, he's just,
Yeah, I mean, I like D'Amico Ryans a lot. He's definitely the best coach in the division.
No, I do too. But I don't think you're going to win a Super Bowl with him.
No.
Not at this stage with this roster, no.
Well, yeah. But so.
Yeah.
And remember, they're also in the AFC where you're trying to climb over Burrow, Mahomes, Jackson, and Allen. So
have fun. It's not going to happen. Have fun.
And now, I would argue, you can throw like Bo Nix and the Broncos in there.
Yeah. After a great year,
if they don't crash out, maybe the Chargers.
Even
I mean, who knows who else? But yeah.
Shane, I gotta go to you with this question. So, what are you doing with the quarterback room in Indianapolis? I mean, is Anthony Richardson's career like? Do you feel like it's? I mean, he just lost so much confidence. He wasn't interested, pretty much. It seemed like last year, and then you bring in Daniel Jones to hopefully pump him up. It seems like Jones is winning the job at this point, as we speak today on the 11th of August. Oh, by the way, just to say our betting lines are provided by BetMGM here, so there you go. But go ahead on the quarterback situation, because that's really going to determine what this group does this year in Indy.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless of who it is, I don't think it's going to turn out great for him here. And it's frustrating because Indianapolis, I think they really have a pretty solid roster. I mean, I think this is probably a top 10, 12 offensive line. You got some good guys on defense. You can get Travarius Ward, who's a really solid corner. So I mean, they and a receiver, I think Pittman's pretty underrated. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor's still solid. I mean, he's not like he was a couple of years ago, but he's still good. They've got all the pieces. It's just the quarterback.
What do you think went wrong with Anthony Richardson last year? Do you feel like it's like because it felt like it's all mental, exactly? Yeah, complete collapse.
Mostly. It's. I mean, he took himself out of a game and basically said, "I quit."
For being tired, yeah.
That, as a coach, that tells me everything I need to know. And he's a professional athlete who his job is to be in shape and to be ready to go.
There is no tired when you reach that level of sports. Compared
to the offensive line that's always tired, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
You got to compare it to the other guys on the field.
I've been coaching, baseball and football at the high school level for a while, kind of on and off for a while now. I've never once had a kid come up to me at practice, in a game, whatever, and say, "I'm tired," or and mope about it. Not once. Um, and they're kids. Like, if they, they got to sit in school all day and worry about that, and then just go to practice for 2 hours a day.
Wake up at 7 a.m.
If they,
exhausted.
yeah, I mean, if they came up and told me, "Oh, I'm tired," I would get it, but like they don't.
Mind you, Anthony Richardson's younger than us. He's 2 years younger than us.
Right. Yeah. So,
Great.
And I have plenty of energy. I can go for a while. So,
but when I watch the tape with Anthony Richardson, obviously he has a very strong arm, and he's big and just physically gifted. But his accuracy is not good, and not only that, but his control is quite poor. And what I mean by that is he just throws every ball just like a laser, just as hard as he can, flat, straight to the guy. But you can't do that all the time, because there are certain situations where, let's say a receiver is in tight coverage with a corner. If you throw straight to him, corner will tip it or pick it off, whatever. You got to kind of do like a soft, floater, if you will.
The ball's gonna get bounced around everywhere because it's too hard.
You have to know when to fire it into a tight window, or when to, put a little touch on it, or whatever.
Fire it or feather it.
Yeah, essentially, and he just doesn't have that sense. And he's also, his pocket awareness is just like, it's non-existent. So I think
he lost trust in being a runner too, and that's what annoyed me last year.
That's true.
Like, dude, that's your best ability.
I think,
especially when you're that young. Like, he was so good his rookie year, and a lot of it was being able to run the football.
Right. I think I would start Jones simply because...
Oh, God.
Which, I can't believe I'm saying this. Because at least he... you never... Like, as much as we like to talk about Daniel Jones and being crappy at this or that, whatever, you never hear anything bad out of him or about him.
Yeah.
He's a dude. He gets there, does his work. He's not out there running his mouth or being difficult. And that's just, and not to mention, he does have more experience. He did win a playoff game somehow.
I was going to get to that, yeah.
So, it's, I think that's what I would probably do. However, now let me look at something here really quick, because...
Can I mention something really fast?
Yes, while I look this up.
Daniel Jones' contract, 1 year, $14 million.
Yeah.
I wish.
Which is great.
What?
Yeah, that's nothing. I
still wish I got paid $14 million for 1 year.
$14 million for Daniel Jones. This guy has been overpaid his entire career. Brandon,
okay,
do you want to go?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had this idea, but now that I'm looking at the salary cap, I don't think it's doable. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I'll say it anyways, though.
F.
I I was thinking, if I was them, and I was not negative 19 million on cap space, I would. True story. I would. I would seriously consider looking into trading for Kirk Cousins, because
they could theoretically do that, because you think about Jones's contract. They could do it. They could do it. It'd just be massively difficult.
It's just they would be in complete cap hell. So
well, I think from what I have surmised with the Kirk Cousins situation is that this goes across the board for all 31 other teams other than Atlanta. I think Atlanta would have to take on a good chunk of the salary.
Right,
which Atlanta doesn't want to do, and teams don't want both teams don't want to take on the salary
for signing him to that stupid contract. So
yeah. The fact that he's making that much and he'll be a backup this year is amazing. Just amazing. I mean, I don't know if I'm trying to think if nothing gets done in the next 3 weeks. Is there anything that he could be I guess this would be the case, because if there's a major quarterback injury, God forbid, in the next, 4 months. How many months until the deadline? So 3 months until is deadline November.
It's like,
is it?
Yeah, November.
November.
It's like
before Thanksgiving.
I think it's like the first or second Tuesday of November or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean,
like voting
theoretically, I would surmise that some teams are going to call during that point. But again, the money is a massive issue. So I guess
just because, yeah, I mean, the thing with Indy is, I think Kirk would work there. I mean, they're not going to win a Super Bowl with him, but at least they would be competitive, especially considering how awful this division is. So, I mean, I could see him, maybe being, because they have a decent O-line. He doesn't have to run around a whole lot or anything, and I think it would work. But it's just,
I mean, it would work, but it's just same old Colts. It's like bringing in Phillip Rivers again.
Right. Because there was 7 years straight where they had a different starting quarterback or something on week 1.
And it
was like Brissett, Rivers, who else? Wentz.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan.
Who
the Colts reap what they sow for not building around Andrew Luck and making him retire early.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Still haunting him to this day. All right, Brandon, anything else you want to add before I give the line here?
No. You know what's funny? We say we weren't going to go in depth, but we have been going in depth about these teams.
Well, you guys insisted, and we're also not doing X Factor players because screw it.
Yeah, they don't deserve it.
Colts 7.5 wins, which I think is massively insane.
Not 4.5.
7.5.
Oh my God,
who's betting that?
Oh my God, easiest under of my life.
Yeah, I mean, take the under and put a lot of your money in it.
Dude, here's the thing though: if they had a Kirk Cousins, that's not that crazy.
That's feasible. Yeah.
I would probably bet the over and say 8.
Oh my God.
But with Daniel Doñez,
Daniel Jones has never won. I think one. Well, I shouldn't say this. I mean, I'm joking. I'm being facetious, but he's never won 8 games in his career.
Right.
Really?
He's never won double digits. Let's put it that way.
Oh my God! Oh my God! When's his career high? 9. It was that wild card year that they won the playoff game. Yeah, it was 9.
Yeah, 9.
What makes you think they're gonna clear 7? And there's no way.
No.
We already pretty much spiel all about Jacksonville and all their interesting pieces. Jacksonville is also at 7.5.
What?
Why?
That makes even less sense. I think Jacksonville's going to be way worse than Indy.
Oh my god, I can't anymore. I don't.
That's hilarious.
Brandon, how about the Titans 5.5?
Why is that so high? Like 5. So we're saying that if it's the over, they're going to win 6. Does anybody on God's green earth think the Titans are going to win 6 games?
Apparently, bettors do.
Why? Where do you see it? Oh, because Cam Ward. What's he going to do?
I'm excited. I'm excited to watch him, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be six wins.
Oh my!
He's a rookie
God,
quarterback.
Man.
It's not a guarantee.
Do the bettors think that Derrick Henry is still there? Is that why?
Or Mike Vrabel?
Well, like, oh my God, 5.5. They'll be lucky to win 4.
Do we talk anything about the Titans other than this is where players go to die, other than rookies? Because
it's a retirement.
Tyler Lockett is there now. It's like
it's just where guys go when they're like washed. You know,
the Titans are the entirety of the MLS.
And the Saudi league.
Or the opposite. It's where guys go like on their like young players are drafted there, but then they get too good and leave.
Kind
like Derrick Henry or AJ Brown or whoever else.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh boy,
trying to think who else. God, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Van Jefferson, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. Not horrible, not great either.
But it's so washed. All of it's washed.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah. I mean, it's enough. It's enough where I'm excited to watch it, but that's it.
But that's not 5.5.
No, it's not.
That's not
3, maybe 4.
Especially in that division.
Yeah.
Like the Colts should beat them. The Texans should sweep them. Like they'll probably split with Jacksonville. Like that's 4 losses already. Let me see what their schedule is before I make any more sweeping statements about the Titans.
Sweeping generalizations about this dumbass division. We're starting with the AFC, and we normally start with the NFC, but the AFC.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Their first 3 games tell me all I need to know. Because you have a division game on the 3rd game, but your first 2 games: Broncos, Rams. Yeah, that's 2. That's 2 losses off the bat. It's 0-2 off the bat. Chargers loss. Remember,
Thank God no prime time. Everyone got upset that the Titans didn't have a primetime game. Do you want to watch them in primetime?
Who got upset over that?
People got upset that Cam Ward didn't have a primetime game. People were so angry about it when the
schedule
was probably.
We don't know what he is.
This was like a national conversation the week the schedule came out.
Wait. So I've already said that we've got 4 losses, right? When it comes to the division, roughly, we'll say 4. So, first week against the Broncos, 5 losses. Week 2, that's 6 losses. That's against the Rams. Chargers, make that 7. Seahawks, I would say make that 8. Niners, make that 9. Chiefs, make that 10. Where the hell do you see 6 wins on this schedule or with this roster? Where in God's name do you see it?
I don't know. Ask Stevie Wonder, maybe.
This is why I made the joke on the other pod. What if the Titans win the Super Bowl? Because this is like the most improbable Super Bowl run ever if they do.
Oh my God! Like even the Browns are better than them. I would say 11 losses. So
we're gonna wait till the Browns over under. I'm not gonna give it to you now.
Yeah, but like
1.5.
The most if they maximized their talent and their coaching, they will win 6 games. That's max. But that should not be the over-under as like, oh, that's a good rule of thumb. Like, no, that's not a 6-win roster. Or it's not, and their schedule clearly is not in their favor. So the fact that anybody sees that's the line. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They're playing the Patriots, who, if Drake May is who he is, that's another loss. Make that 12 losses.
Holy shit, I will give you the Browns line. Do you guys want to guess what it is?
Revenge game.
I will give you the Browns line. Guess what it is?
3.5.
I'll say 6.5.
4.5, lowest in the league.
Really?
Yeah, they are the lowest in the league.
I guess I have too much faith. I guess I have too much faith in the GOAT. Sorry.
The GOAT, Joe Flacco, who is not a GOAT, but we always say that. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got in this division, I guess. NFC side, we're all excited to see the Bucs. I think, Baker, he's on a different planet. I mean, the guy's clearly a franchise quarterback now. People are still debating it, I guess, minutely, but that's
Baker.
so stupid debate. He's great. Mike Evans is great. Actually quite excited about this receiving core. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun core.
Emeka
Ibuka in there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, beautiful. Other than that, this team's gonna. Yeah. Other than that, this team's gonna win the division, and that's it. This team's gonna win the division, and that's it. Probably upset some teams along the way.
And you said what the over under is? What for them?
Tampa Bay. Let's take a look.
It should be. It should be like 10.5.
It should be extremely high. Because that's the other thing. They're going to upset some teams, too. They're not just going to,
The Bucs always do.
Yeah.
So.
They are set at 9.5.
Easy over.
I think it's easy over. And I think it's a good line, too. I think it's actually pretty good.
I think this will probably be a top... this is probably a top 5 offense in the league. It should be. With Tampa.
They've got the most underrated two-headed monster in the backfield in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But like those two guys, I love both of them. Rashad White and Bucky Irving.
Yeah, the only better running back duo is probably Gibbs and Montgomery in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I honestly think though that Bucky's going to get the lion's share of the carries.
I think Bucky's
he will.
Rashad's mostly a receiving back, which is fine, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's good to have that kind of balance. I would. I think defensively though, I think is where you might have some issues in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be bad, but they're just old on defense.
They're massively old, yeah.
So, it's just, it'll be, there might be some health problems, but yeah, for the most part, especially considering how easy this division is, I think they have no problem winning 10 or 11 games probably.
All right. Do you guys want to guess the Falcons line?
Considering how stupid bettors are, I'm going to say 11.5.
No. Don't say 11.
So the Bucs are 9.5.
8.5. 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to say 8.5 too.
They're at 7.5.
Okay.
Is that bad or good?
I
mean, I'd probably take 8.
Yeah, I would say they're an 8-win team. I'd say 8 and 9. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
The receiving core is underrated, I would say. That hopefully Kyle Pitts becomes good. Don't draft Kyle Pitts in fantasy.
No, dude.
God bless America, please don't.
Everybody every year said, hopefully Kyle Pitts gets good. He's not. He's a bust. Okay, can we move on?
Don't draft him. I swear to God. That's my one tip. I'm not going to give all my other stuff away. Don't draft him. For God, get him, have one good year, please. Don't draft him. Please, for God's sake. Anyway, continue, Shane.
Atlanta, I mean, just looking at this roster, I mean, on paper, this should be a 10-11 win team, but their coaching staff, yikes.
To say the least.
I think, I mean, I think, and just the front office in general, it's very clear nobody in the Atlanta Falcons organization has any clue what the hell they're doing.
Yep.
And they all, Raheem Morris, their head coach, he's a nice guy, I think, but everyone needs to stop blowing smoke up his ass. Like, the dude, he's not he's not a good head coach. He's a good coordinator, I think, defensive coordinator, but the difference between a head coach and a coordinator is very different. So, he had a little trial run as a head coach in Atlanta, ironically, way back when, did not go well at all.
And they decided, hey, let's bring him back.
Yeah, wow, who would have seen that coming? I just don't, I don't know. I don't get it. Apparently, too, I read, this is interesting. I read that their offensive coordinator, can't remember his name right now, is studying the Washington Huskies playbook from 2023. 2023.
Yep, that's accurate.
Because Michael Penix, their
Zach
quarterback,
Robinson.
Zach Robinson, yes. Because Michael Penix, their quarterback, obviously he was the quarterback at Washington in 23, and they had an absolutely insane offense. So, I think given their offensive personnel, I think they are cut out pretty well to run that type of a, kind of a vertical spread system. But it's just, we'll see how well they actually execute it.
Well, you gotta be wary of bringing some of the college game into the NFL. Chip Kelly tried that with the fast paced up tempo Ducks offense, tried to bring it to Philly, and it didn't work.
Well, no, and I knew that wouldn't work.
It's such a weird thought because that Washington team, it was special offensively, but it's I don't think that's a very good NFL scheme if you're calling college plays.
Or look at Grubb in Washington or in Seattle.
Yeah,
didn't work. It
was awful. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. There's a few reasons for that. I mean, first of all, the biggest thing is just that college defenses aren't that good relative to the NFL, especially in the Pac-12 at the time.
Yeah, don't we know it?
Yeah,
my God, yeah.
Which was where both of those guys came from. So, but also another big thing is, and it's probably sounds stupid, but the hash marks.
Yeah,
that's big because there's a whole lot more you can do in college on one side of the football that you just can't in the NFL because of how much narrower the hash marks are. So, so that's another big thing. And, plus it's, when you're going from working with 19, 20-year-old kids to guys that are in their 30s and married and have children, it's a totally different mentality, different mindset. And the reason why Chip Kelly didn't work in the NFL, and I don't know why in the hell the Raiders hired him to be their offensive coordinator, but we'll get to that in 2 weeks or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, what are we doing next week?
North.
Okay.
And then west to close it out.
At least the north will be fun to talk about. We'll be here for a while in the north. That's fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But anyways, I knew the second Chip Kelly got hired in Philly, I was like, this isn't going to work because he's asking kids who at the time were not getting paid anything, and they just all they have to hope on is, well, maybe one day I'll be in the pros, so you can tell them
my food stipend in college.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell them anything. Hey, do this, do that, and they're like, yes, sir. But then you get to the pros, and you ask your quarterback, okay, up tempo, here we go. Who's making 5 times more money than you? He's gonna go piss off, So this is just, and guess what? That's what happened.
You're trying, man, mind you, you're trying to go up tempo with the corpse of Michael Vick, Nick Foles, Sam Bradford, like Mark Sanchez. Like, what do you
who else
think is
is
going to
there?
happen?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, and then San Francisco. Let's not forget that. When he went there for like
Lord.
a year or two. When? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I need to look
If
this
he
up.
was there. Brandon, anything else on Atlanta?
No, other than I want to keep supporting B.J. Robinson's mustard.
Yes.
I forget the name of it off the top of my head though, but I would like to buy a bottle at some point.
I'm gonna see if we can get that sponsored. Actually,
I would love
that
to.
bottle.
Like B. John Robinson is the well, I wouldn't say he's the only one because it's so this meme's not accurate, but it's that Bugatti underneath the trailer park house. Like that's B. John Robinson to me, but I don't know. Like Atlanta, the line being 7.5, they can win 8. And the thing, like even last year though, like everybody bought into the hype last year, and that was what they did. It just feels like they're running it back. So, like, it doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere, but stay level. I mean, it could get. We got to see what else. There's going to be a learning curve for Michael Penix too. I almost said the wrong thing. But
Gills commented on that big Penix energy.
yeah. But I still don't think like when you look at the quarterbacks in his draft class, Bo Nix is better, Daniels is better, but we have to see what he really is. Like it's not much of a.
We only saw him for 6 weeks. I think.
Like
6 to 8 weeks.
It's not much.
If that. Yeah.
It's not much out of him, and they made things as simple as they could for him. But here's the thing: when you have to simplify a playbook instead of a guy picking it up right away, that's also a little bit of an issue. Like they're trying to bring back, for this year. Like that's why when I heard, if they're gonna go 2023 Huskies, I'm like, does this mean that he can't run an NFL offense? Like, because that's
I mean, they're kind of just incorporating it, but how much we don't know. We're gonna find out when the season starts.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out is like how much. Like there's a lot of questions with both what's the playbook going to look like with doing that, and then what's he going to look like. So it's like 7.5 is, I think, fair because like you knew what you were getting out of Kirk last year, and then it didn't pan out. You still won 8 games or something like that, but it wasn't. It just wasn't good football, even with a talented roster. This year just feels like more of the same, except he's the full-time starter. So it's like, what are you really going to get? And also, not for nothing, but they also lost. Didn't Drew Dahlman go to Chicago?
Chicago, huge loss. Yeah.
So I mean, you already lost a real key member of your offense there. So, the line might not look as sturdy. So yeah,
it'll be decent, but not as good.
I'm not high on them. And the thing is, just like everybody's saying, like, I'm going to try to draft Kyle Pitts again this year, and he doesn't pan out. It's like, well, last year all the analysts were saying, look at Atlanta, look at how loaded their roster is. Look at this. I'm like, yeah, but they have no coach and they don't have they have an inconsistent quarterback. Like
for fantasy, you can draft anybody. Penix can be a backup, and you
should absolutely draft Drake London because London's a beast.
And Moody's pretty good too for a flex situation, and that's it. And Bijan's going 2nd overall in drafts, so there you go. Which I think makes sense.
But once again,
it's a fantasy team. The fantasy side is way more interesting than the actual side.
Yeah, because it's like okay, but it's like what kills quote unquote dream teams? Coaching, and what does your playbook look like?
Yeah,
so. It's kind of, you got to put 2 and 2 together. Like, hey, they're talented, but these are big question marks. So it's like 7.5. So it's like they should win 8. Will they? We don't know. That's they're the biggest question mark, I think, out of all the teams tonight. To me, they're the biggest question mark.
Yeah. All right, Brandon. Panthers 6.5.
Which version of Bryce Young are we getting?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, are we getting are we getting late season Bryce Young, or are we getting early season Bryce Young? So like,
Who is benched
because
for the Red Rocket?
yeah, yeah, because yeah, the Red Rifle, like
For the Red Rifle, that's what it is. Red
like
Rocket's something else.
yeah, please
Um,
please remove your mind from the gutter. But
no,
but they were fun. They were fun late in the year. We said that.
They
I mean,
were fun as hell late in the year. The overtime games were great. They had a
yeah,
crazy overtime game against Atlanta,
they
which
gave
nobody watched unless you watched Red Zone.
they gave both Super Bowl teams a run for their money, and pretty much in almost in like 3 weeks, in a 3 week span. So like I don't know what to expect, and I don't like a lot from them honestly, because it just feels like they didn't do a whole lot this offseason. But if you get good Bryce Young, then you know what, they should win probably. They've won. They've gone from winning 2 games this first year to winning 4. So you said the line's at 6.5.
Yeah.
So if he starts the season hot, they should win 7 games.
Yeah, I mean, this team. We're obviously talking about Hubbard. They got McMillan. They got Thielen. They got Xavier. They got Hunter Renfrow as well, who is coming back from Waste Management. Congrats, Hunter Renfrow. Welcome back. Happy to have you back.
that's so funny. I don't know why.
This defense isn't great, Shane. Though it's really not.
Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, you have.
They're very offense heavy.
Yes, they definitely are, and I mean, it makes sense given their coach. I mean, I like. I really like. I do think their offense is not that bad. Of course.
No, it's going to be insanely fun if Bryce Young
considering, right? I mean, is he going to continue on that trajectory, or is he just going to be like, Trevor Lawrence, where he was good in the second half of the second year and just kind of meh everything else? But yeah, defense. I mean, you got Derek Brown, who's a really good interior D lineman, and then J.C. Horn is he's a decent corner. I mean, he's not amazing, but he's fine. Other than that, it's kind of this is not great. I mean, for a while you had Shaq Thompson, but I think he's gone now.
Yeah.
It's
gone for years now. Actually, they might have brought him back last year. Yeah, they brought him back for a stint like last year, 2 years ago. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, I mean, you might as well bring Cam Newton in for linebacker or something. But
yeah, I was about to say, gone are the days of Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly.
Dude,
so,
yeah, man, that was insane. But these guys do have Xavier Legette, who is a national treasure, to put it mildly.
Can we get him on the show? He's probably my biggest. Oh my god,
dude! I don't think none of us will be able to understand him.
That's fine. Tell him I'll eat some raccoon with him. I'll eat some coon. Get him on the show.
He's kind of he's like that in The Waterboy, that one coach that nobody can understand. He's like that guy. They're just like, yeah, coach, what do you think? He's just like, it's just like, huh?
I love that movie so much. I've seen that meme too. They've made that meme of him, of the coach of the Waterboy and Xavier Legette.
Really?
Yeah, he's great. Xavier's great.
He's a legend.
All right. Have fun. New Orleans Saints line.
Oh. What is it?
They don't have a quarterback.
5.5.
Brandon?
Well, that's the easiest. Yeah, all right. I forgot about that. Okay, that's the easiest under ever.
I mean, yeah.
But,
wait, it is 5.5?
I'm going to tell you in a second. I'm going to have Brandon guess.
Oh, Oh, I thought either way it's under. Even if it was 2.5, it's under.
That might be the one where I'm okay going over. Just give him 3.
Yeah, but yeah. So wait. So what is it? What is before we get into that?
Guess.
4.5. 4.5.
Okay, you're actually gonna be a little bit mad about this. It's 6.5.
Why?
Yeah.
The Browns have a lower line.
Why?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Oh my god! Why?
Here's the thing: they do have decent players. It's just that they're old. Like,
well, they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback.
Thing. But like, okay, 2020 Demario Davis and Alvin Kamara and
5 years ago. 5 years ago, yeah, I would understand.
And Brandon Cook, Cameron Jordan. That's like, oh, watch out. But now,
again, I'm going to keep repeating this. They don't have a quarterback. This team's a non-starter. They're not interesting. They're not fun. They're annoying.
We all know that. But I'm just that's why I'm looking at the rest of the team because
I hear you. But is this team going to be fun to watch? Are they going to be any?
No.
This is like the land of misfit toys with this roster. Like
when your best player, kind of, yeah. When your best player is what is he, 36-year-old Demario Davis at middle linebacker? That's a problem. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh my God! Thank God they don't have a national TV game. God bless America.
Like Cam Jordan is Cam Jordan is nowhere near the player he was. Like, no. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, but he's nowhere near the player that he was. So it's like that. Okay, so it's like that's what it's like. Look, this roster literally is the land of misfit toys. When you look at it from who's here, it's just a bunch of like mishmash, misshapen parts. Like you have the ghost of Brandon Cooks coming back. You have Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Cam Akers and a running back room with Alvin Kamara. Okay. We know this. You don't have a quarter. Who the hell is Hunter Deckers? I barely remember that guy.
Dude, honestly, you have that. I would if I'm Kellen Moore and the coaching staff here in New Orleans, I'm seriously considering putting Taysom Hill at quarterback. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I know you want him for tight end and running back and whatever the hell else he does, but like, yeah, I don't know.
How much? I mean, minus the thing, though, red zone.
They just.
No, go ahead, Shane.
Well, they have. That's the thing. They have one. Like, they have one good linebacker. They have one good DB. They have one good receiver. It's just one good lineman. Like, you know what I mean? It's just they've got these 4 or 5 guys that are decent, and then just a whole bunch of, like Brandon said, land of misfit toys.
Look at some of the guys they brought in, like Julian Blackman. Okay, you brought him in, but what's that going to do? You brought in
washed.
We don't know what Kool-Aid's going to be, but Kool-Aid last year, did not do a whole lot of anything. We've got. I mean, they have a somewhat. Even their offensive line is like misshapen. They have guys who are 2-time Pro Bowlers, like 1 or 2 guys, and guys that are just journeymen and guys that are rookies. Like their offensive line's uneven. Like it literally is one piece here, one piece there, one piece here, one piece. It's like it's not enough. There's
held together by duct tape.
Yeah, like there's nothing here as a unit to be excited about. It's all just like, oh, that guy's good, this guy's good, that's it. Like, and that's not enough when you're talking about a whole, 11 guys on one side and 11 guys on the other. It's just not enough.
Yeah. Minus covering this team for a living, which is always fun because it's the NFL. How much would you need to get paid to watch every single minute of this team's regular season?
Oh my god!
Just as a fan.
Every minute?
Like, you watch everything, every second. I need
$3,100.
I'd probably say like I'd probably say like
I don't know.
I'd probably say like $1 million. Like I'm not I'm, other than covering them, which is always fun because it's the NFL. Other than that, I can't do it. It would piss me off.
Like 3,100 is too low. Now if you add a zero,
$10,000.
Like
10 grand.
I would say,
yeah.
Honestly, for me, that has to be like a 9. It's got to be like a salary. So even for 10 grand, I make more than 10 grand working part time right now. Like, so for me, because watching garbage football is a chore.
It's exhausting.
We said this 2 years ago that we hated how the NFL was in 2023 because it was so god awful.
Just wait for a couple of these Thursday and Monday night shows. It's going to be exhausting.
But like, so 10 grand is not enough. You have to add a zero in there. Make that 100 because honestly, that it feels like a full-time job having to watch a team that's going to be this bad. And listen, anything can happen. It's the NFL. You know, we always have one team that shocks the hell out of the world, but this shouldn't be it, and this won't be it. Because, like we said, they have no quarterback. Chris Olave literally has a toddler throwing to him. And you're hoping that Brandon Cooks can resurrect whatever's left of his career. So, like it's so mishmash. And the thing is, I know a Saints fan or two. You know, they want to believe that Tyler Shuck looks good, and they will because he threw that 54-yard touchdown pass. What was it, 2 days ago, whatever it was, but or yesterday, or whenever that game was. Time is escaping me at this point.
It's preseason.
It's preseason. We don't.
Yeah,
we're not talking about the preseason games. Why?
They're all going nuts over the fact that he completed a 54-yard wide open touchdown pass, and then people in the comments are like, "Oh, I can do that," and then it's like, they're clearly joking around.
No,
but it's
you
like,
can't.
They're clearly joking around and being like, "Oh, like why is this impressive? Like this guy threw a wide open touchdown pass, like a wide open touchdown pass," and it was like, and everybody's like, "Oh, back off of him." I'm like, bro, it's a preseason. Like, why are you defending the fact this is like? I don't understand why people are or why fans apparently are getting so hyped over the fact he completed one deep ball touchdown pass, but in a preseason game, no less. Because other than that, that's probably the only highlight you're gonna get from Tyler Shuck all year. I don't want to knock the guy, but like, come on, man, you're even the name is not an NFL starting quarterback. So, it's really tough when you are in a position that New Orleans is, because you have guys that have been there for a very long time that want to win, like a DeMario Davis, like a Cam Jordan, and they have to deal with just being a good professional and sucking it up because they just have not had the luxury of having a team that's good enough to win. So it's upsetting for those guys, but that like we're saying, when you have one piece here and one piece there, it's just not enough. So you couldn't, honestly, in the end, you probably couldn't pay me enough to watch this team this whole season.
Yeah. All right, let's do something more fun than these two divisions combined. Let's talk about Interstellar. Brandon, your first time watching it, what were your thoughts? What do you think of the film?
Now, I'm going to say this, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to bash it. To me, slightly, not by a lot, but to me, it is slightly overrated. To me, it's slightly overrated because.
I guess I'm not the person to comment. For all these movies, I'm not the person to comment.
I know.
Fanboy. I can't comment on that.
No, I know. And I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like everybody, like critics gave it like a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. I'm like, no, it's way better than that. but I'm not gonna go out of my way to say it's a masterpiece, just because I'm like, well, you know what really, like, to me this is Matthew McConaughey's best movie, but the thing is Matthew McConaughey plays himself in every movie.
Yeah.
So like,
Except this one.
yeah, like this is the one where it's like
To a degree.
I can see range, like I can see range in him here, but and there were a couple of times where you could feel the emotion like through the screen as I'm watching, I'm watching, I'm like, wow, that's powerful, but and of course I mean the it's funny because the twist I kind of saw coming a little bit, but
What's the twist?
the whole thing where he ends up being the quote unquote ghost that's communicating in the room to his daughter.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that. Yeah,
I didn't see it coming either.
I will say this is kind of funny, but I think if like this is the ultimate IMAX movie, because I saw it in IMAX last year, and I think it's coming out on IMAX in a couple weeks again in theaters, and I would highly recommend to go see it in IMAX, because this movie to me makes its money off IMAX.
Visually it's stunning.
Because like for me, and I like my chair was rumbling the whole time. Like this has a really like IMAX plus experience. This is the best movie ever for that, or at least one of them. Is watching it in standard HD or 4K. It's like it's solid, it's great, but like you get the effects so much more with IMAX. It's a lot harder for me now to watch this normally without IMAX, because it's not the same movie. Yeah,
that's how I felt. I was like, wow, this, like, I can appreciate this, but I'm like, I would appreciate this a lot more. Like, I can imagine how this must have felt watching it in IMAX.
Yeah, I would highly recommend you and anyone who hasn't done it to go in a couple weeks and see it in IMAX. Like, it's worth the money. It's like, one of the only IMAX ones. It's like, yeah, this is worth the price of admission.
Like Nolan movies in general should be watched in IMAX. That's how he intends it to be done. But
yeah,
but I don't know, like something about this where it's because Nolan movies, generally have a twist. So it's like I wasn't, when I kind of, because I figured it would play a role later on, especially with him leaving into space more or less. Like I knew that there had to be some reason for why that was happening. So it's very interesting that's how it kind of comes about. Like I wouldn't say it's predictable. The twist isn't predictable, but I did kind of see it coming. It's just, and of course of course the cast is for all these Nolan movies, he works with people that he's worked for a lot of them. So the casting is always incredible. It's always going to be spot on.
This is a much different cast, but it works so well.
It is. I mean, when you consider, only two of these characters he worked with in other movies, and that's obviously Michael Caine and Anne Hathaway in Batman. So, so that's fine to me. But it's like, especially with those two, you're gonna get a really well acted movie between those two already.
Oh, I forgot Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. That's right.
I think this was his first movie with Damon.
Actually, I think it was his first.
This was right before The Martian.
So, yeah, but The Martian isn't Nolan. I'm just saying
that was
Nolan films.
Scott.
Yeah, I'm always getting the two mixed up. But
I cannot wait to watch The Martian. This movie always makes me want to watch The Martian. So
that's why I'm referencing it, because I'm like, my brain is conflicting it. But it's just watching this, like, don't get me wrong, it's powerful, it's well acted. Like, there was times where it's like I don't cry during movies. I started to feel it coming on, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not gonna cry. This is a movie. But it's just that at times, like towards the end, like the pacing to me is a little bit off on this, where because it starts out so kind of slow that by the end of it feels like we were speeding through so many sections that's like, whoa, how did we even get here? Like the pacing is a little like when we kind of we're jumping forward in time because of the whole space time thing where it's like, oh yeah, 1 hour out here is 7 years on Earth. Like
the ticking clock from the soundtrack is brilliant.
Yeah.
From the score. It's fantastic.
Like I get that, but I kind of wish they would have fleshed it out more on the Earth side of things, like they kind of did by showing the videos that he's missed along the way. Like the transmissions that he's missed and things. But it's weird because it just feels like at the end they tried to really, well, not they, Nolan and Nolan and company, but it feels like that they tried to put it all together or tie together, like almost like they feel like they're running out of time. Well, quite literally running out of time. Which maybe that's intentional. That it feels a little bit rushed.
It's a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, it could be.
But it just, like the pacing, because really this is, to me, it's a hard watch for the first, I would say, like half hour. If you can get
again, IMAX solves that. That's the thing. IMAX solves it.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
That's the thing. The first time I'm watching it, like I literally watched it at like 11 o'clock at night, pretty much like yesterday. So, like, I'm settling down for the night. I'm a little bit tired, so it's like I'm not getting the full picture of it. But like it's like me calling it slightly overrated is not a bad thing. It just means that to me it's slightly overrated, but. It's like I'm not gonna give it like a 9 out of 10, like I did for a couple movies. I think that over the years that we've done, but it, like, to me it's probably like an 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5. I think it's worth that. And I just, the story is like we talked about the science part of it, how accurate that is, and how they consulted a bunch of scientists and a bunch of people from NASA and
Kip Thorne. Big in this film. Yeah.
Even Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's, everybody knows who he is, that, even he said the science is incredibly accurate, like it's really accurate, spot on. All those concepts, pretty much that all the kind of, space jargon and NASA jargon, everything is very up to par, which is good to see. And of course, visually it's stunning, and Matthew McConaughey has, like, all the things I'm saying. Matthew McConaughey shows a little bit of range, finally. Like the cat, like I said, the casting's really good. The emotion of it is really good. The little bits of humor, I think, are pretty good. Although I would have liked a little more humor, but that's fine. So I think it's great. I just think in my eyes it's slightly overrated. Like it's not a movie I think I find myself coming back to, maybe once or twice more, but it's not a movie I find myself like, oh, it's like I hesitate on my end to call it a classic, I guess. But I mean, that doesn't.
I think it's probably a little too new for that.
Yeah, I feel like it still has the sign. This movie is a little over 10. It's 11 years old. It's a little over 10 years old. So it's only been like about a decade. Yep. So
I went to the 10 year showing.
Yeah. So it's like, so to me, it's like it's not there yet. I feel like it has to sink in more. Or we have to kind of, delve deeper into it, like really kind of grasp it to watch it again and again and again to understand it. But it's like, it's not confusing because you understand it. And when I finally put the pieces together, I knew the twist was coming, but when I finally started putting the pieces together, I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Like, okay. But yeah, some people was like literally like 2 years after it came out, people were like, oh my God, it's a modern classic. I'm like, it's been 2 years. And even after 10 years, I'm still saying that it's like, I still hesitate to call it a classic. I'm like, I don't know yet. But that doesn't mean I hate it. I don't hate this movie at all. I think it's great. So it's just in my eyes and in my head, it's slightly overrated just because I'm like, a couple things I would have liked a little bit more. But I mean, it's still, to me, it's an 8.5 out of 10, so I don't hate it at all. I like it. I liked it a lot. I'm glad that I got to watch it for the first time and really experience what everybody else kind of saw with it. Not in the way it was intended. I didn't get to see it in IMAX, but I got to definitely see it, and then really, shut my lights off and my room, like my house was quiet, nobody was up, so I was able to just focus on the movie like I was in a movie theater watching it. So that was good. So I was able to really kind of get the full grasp of it. So
Yeah. Shane, your thoughts?
Well, unlike Brandon,
well,
I
I didn't
think
think my opinion was popular. I just
no.
said,
I think it's again. I'm sorry, Brandon, but I think you should see this in IMAX. I think that will change your view on it a lot more. Like, I'm gonna be truthful, but yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Just based on the things he's described, but anyways,
Yeah, I
because
guess.
IMAX doesn't change the pacing of a film.
That is true, man.
yeah.
but,
That is true.
I'll go see the Odyssey when that comes out in IMAX. I'll do that.
Yeah.
See, I think this movie is slightly underrated.
In what way?
The opposite of Brandon. Well, okay. Here's so I'm just gonna throw this out there before I get into all of it. This is my favorite Nolan movie, and this is for me one of my top 5 movies of all time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Now that being said, the reason I say it's underrated is because most people I talk to about this movie either haven't even seen it, or they have and they're like, yeah, but I prefer the Dark Knight trilogy or Inception or Oppenheimer or whatever. And, to me, it's just like, I mean, obviously I prefer it over all those. Not that those are bad, most of them, but I guess it's just like, I think, okay, first of all, I'll talk about what I don't like, because no movie is perfect. It is, my general rule of thumb is no movie should be longer than 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Thank you.
This is a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 hours 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 49, whatever, yeah. And this movie is no exception. It has no reason to be this long. I've never seen the longest movie I've ever seen where the runtime did not feel like it dragged on and was bloated was Avengers Infinity War, which was 2 hours and 29 minutes. Every movie that's been longer than that, it was like, it didn't need to be that long. You could have cut out this or shortened this.
I'm very excited to hear your opinion on Doomsday and Secret Wars, because that's rumored at 2.5 and 3 hours respectively.
Oh.
Yeah, great. Kill me. Anyways, no, so, that's, yeah, and that's no different here. And I think when I rewatched it on whatever day it was this week, I noticed the 2 places where they can easily shave off like 15 minutes each is in the beginning, before he leaves, and in the whole Matt Damon section.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Matt Damon section, I would have liked a quicker fight. I think that's fair.
You can easily shave off 10 minutes from the beginning and 15 from the Matt Damon section.
Yeah, I'm saying like the fight should have happened faster. Like it should have happened.
Oh yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I felt rushed by the end of it because so much happened in the last like 40 minutes of the movie. I'm like, wow, that's fast.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, I think you do that, and then the pacing feels a lot better. It doesn't feel like you're taking all these different things and kind of just trying to jam them all into the end. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, it's just, I just think this is such a unique idea because it's, it deals with, kind of the manipulation of, or not even manipulation, that's not the right word. Sort of the looking at time as
The perception of time.
not, yeah, as well, as not just a linear thing, but as more of,
A
like
space, like a 3-dimensional space, a 5, like it's about the space of
yes,
time, like as a physical medium.
yeah, and also how, in so many movies, there's the heroic sacrifice of a person or a thing or whatever. But in this movie, the sacrifice is time, which
Yeah.
sounds strange. And, at first you might think, like, what? But it's, he knows going into this that it's like, okay, we have to do this for future generations to maybe have a shot. But then I'm losing all this time with my kids, and they'll probably, be my age when I get back. And that's a very, that's a very painful reality to accept. And of course, once he does get back, they're way older than, she's on her deathbed, way older than him. So, but I think that idea is explored really well, because it's, when you see him look at these video messages, especially the first one, and that's like the most famous shot in the movie, is when he's sitting there looking at the screen, he just like starts crying, and and it's like he's kind of happy because he sees his kids, are like married and having their own kids, and it's like, oh, well, that's nice, but it's also like, wow, I'm missing all of this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been here for a couple hours and years have gone by over there, right? So, it's just, and I think the thing that really kind of enhances, you could say, all the emotions and everything is just how, this is something I noticed, that where there are a lot of times where we see a character, particularly Matthew McConaughey's character, just like being a one single subject in a very wide shot.
Yeah.
The cinematography does a great job at making him feel very alone, and
A little bit hopeless.
like he's, yeah, kind of, in many ways. And I think the other thing too that really enhances it is the score, the musical score.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is
Awesome.
by far Hans Zimmer's best work, in my opinion. And particularly, well, last year I did for our show, I did the top 12 movie, soundtracks of all time, and the Cornfield song is kind of like you first hear it in the Cornfield thing, but then you kind of hear it as like a recurring theme throughout. And it's just, it's beautiful. It's perfect. Yeah. And, and the last thing is, it's just, I think this movie does such a great job and I think Nolan does this great, other than in Tenet, where
God damn it.
he has, well, it's true. He has this very big, grand idea that's like, what, but he does it in a way that is digestible and makes sense. And, in a way where you're not thinking about, okay, how does this plot work and what's all the, all the ins and outs of it? You're just thinking about, okay, you can just focus on the character's journey as they go through that. And, I think, I think a big reason for that is this was co-written with his brother Jonathan Nolan.
Nolan. Yep.
And I, in my opinion, he's a better writer than Christopher. Chris is definitely the better. Chris is definitely the better director. There's no doubt about that. But as a writer, I mean, it's just his projects and also the projects he's worked on with Chris. He had much better scripts when Jonah was involved, or Jonathan. No, they call him Jonathan, whatever. When he was involved. So, and this was the last movie that they did together, because then he went on to work on Westworld and Fallout and all those other things. So, yeah, that's, maybe I'm reaching, but that's just is kind of what I've noticed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, I think it's hilarious that those guys are brothers, yet one has an English accent and the other has an American accent. But, but anyways, not really sure how that happened. So, yeah, that's my thing. I mean, like I said, it's top 5. And when I say top 5, I mean, it's like number 5. It's not like, number 1 or 2.
Still, that's pretty great.
So, yeah, and I mean, God, it took me forever to see this stupid movie. I mean, it came out in 2014. I don't think I saw it until 17 or 18, maybe. Yeah, and then once I did, I was like, "Damn, why did I wait so long for that?"
Oh,
yeah.
You waited long. Look at me, over 10 years.
Oh, true. But
I was really upset that I didn't see this in IMAX when it came out. Obviously, I wasn't into movies then, but like seeing this in IMAX, I was like, I messed up. I messed up waiting so long. This was one that this is the one where I didn't know Nolan directed it until like the credits came. Because this was like right when I was getting the movies. It's like one of the first ones I watched. And funny enough, my mom watched this before I did. She watched it like twice. The first time she said it was incredible. The second time she was like, "What is this movie?" She like forgot she saw it or something. It was so funny. I was like, "What?" It was like after I saw it. But for me, like, yeah, it's great. I love it. I love the science of it, like the spear thing, and again, just the emotion, the soundtrack, all these things. What's kind of wild, Shane, I think you might know this, but this movie was in development hell for a long time as well. Because...
yeah, it went through... Let me see. I did read about this.
Yeah, so basically, Linda Obrist and Kip Thorne obviously did the treatment for it and got, kind of got the ball rolling. Steven Spielberg was originally tapped to direct this film. Film began development in 2006 when Spielberg and Paramount were together doing this. Nolan was hired to write the screenplay in 2007, Jonathan. Then when Spielberg moved to Walt Disney, he couldn't do it anymore. So Jonathan recommended Christopher, who joined in 2012. And then Paramount and Warner Bros. Yeah. And then Paramount and Warner Bros. Had to and Paramount and Warner Bros. That's the fun part about this movie is it's Paramount, which obviously Christopher's now worked with, full time with Warner Bros. And now full time with Universal. They had this like whole thing about merging this together to do it, which is like they agreed to like shift some rights, and Legendary Pictures agreed to actually forego financing Batman v Superman due to this movie. So good job by them, because BVS sucks. But yeah, there's like a lot of different pieces that I'm not going to read, but like the whole Warner Bros. Paramount partnership is kind of wild because they had to exchange. They basically had to do like NFL level trading to get this to work, which is pretty wild. But yeah, it's an incredible movie. I love it. Matthew McConaughey was also very touched by the children pieces, as you guys talked about. But it's fantastic. But again, it makes me want to watch The Martian more. So I'm excited till we get to that this season, because like to me, the more I sit back, the more I like The Martian more as like a story and a concept.
I like The Martian more than this.
I think I do too, and I think I'm just excited to watch it again and kind of compare those two. So that's what I'm like really excited for, is to kind of talk about how these two compare. And of course, Neil deGrasse Tyson loves the science in both of these movies, but had The Martian as his top film in terms of the science aspect. Shane, anything else you want to add?
Well, I did study astronomy extensively in high school and college, and The Martian is definitely more scientifically accurate. Which, there's really only one thing in that movie that is like not realistic at all. But we'll get to that in whatever.
Is it the planning of the food?
No.
Oh,
no, not at all.
Okay, because that's the thing that I always think about.
No,
that's what I want to know.
It's no. It's when he. How do I describe it? It's when he says that like he's gonna fly like Iron Man from his ship to theirs.
That piece, yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, but other than that
wouldn't work. But
yeah, but yeah. So I'm excited for The Martian, though. I'm super hyped.
Yeah.
And
they both have Matt Damon and Jessica Chastain.
Matt Damon said that like after he got this after he did Interstellar, and Ridley Scott was like, "Don't worry about it, just do the movie."
Yeah, well that was a large reason they had Matt Damon for Interstellar was not part of any of the marketing or anything like that, because they're like, isn't he in a space movie in like a year, and so they
let him off the hook with the marketing. Makes sense.
Matt Damon's also, if you look at him now, he does not, you don't even realize it's Matt Damon anymore. Like, he is definitely, he's becoming like a wild like Bushman now.
Matt Damon, his stories are amazing. Like, go just search him up. The guy should like do a podcast just with him telling stories about his life.
He's one of my favorite actors ever. I'll watch him in anything.
Amazing. All right. Anything else before we go?
I don't think so. But
next week will be a lot better because we're actually covering the divisions that matter.
Yeah. This was a sucky week for divisions. But yeah, we'll see you all soon next week. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you then.
See ya.
See you, everybody.